My name is Elaine, and I'm a OneLegacy ambassador. As far as being a liver donor, most people are just thinking that you could donate one kidney because everybody knows that we're born with two kidneys. But many people don't know that you can also be a living liver donor. You can actually change your life and not be a doctor or not be a dentist or not be in the medical field. That just an average person, a mother or two, can save somebody's life. So prior to my organ donation to my uncle, I was 25 when I donated to him. He was about 8 years older than me, so we grew up like brother and sister. So we were thick of thieves, shopping together, Black Friday sales, Disneyland, Magic Mountain, and it was fun. It was, the best part of my childhood was being part with him and my other cousins and my sister. My uncle had diabetes, so he was always, having to do the insulin shots. And actually one time, Black Friday sale, he passed out at Macy's at 3 o'clock in the morning. So he just had a little bit of hiccups. And one day we got the call that he had a mild heart attack. And we were at Airhead Community Hospital, and the doctor said that he's going to eventually need a kidney transplant. So it was me, my grandmother, my mom, and my uncle in the room. And I'm like, oh, I give him mine, not knowing anything about organ donation. So it was June 2001 when I was able to donate my kidney to my uncle. And like I said, I called a couple months later trying to see if I can donate another organ, not knowing what I could donate. I was told no. So many years later, I decided to call my original transplant center to see if I would be able to donate part of my liver. And they told me no. And then I called another facility, was told no. And then I finally was referred to Keck Hospital, USC, and the most amazing transplant coordinator. And when I called her, I said, oh, I want to be a liver donor. She's like, oh yeah, what's your size and your age? And I'm like, oh, we're getting kind of into it. So I said, well, I donated my kidney too. And she paused. I'm like, oh, hello, you still there? She's like, yes, I just never heard of anybody donating more than one organ. So she had to get permission. She called me back like a couple days later and said, you will be able to donate part of your liver even though you donated your kidney. Friday, November 13th, which is usually a bad day, I saw it on my caller ID, her number, and I just instantly got chills. I'm like, oh my God, this is the call. I'm sure it's the call that they found a match. And sure was. It was a call that they found a match. She's like, oh, we found a match. The baby's 8 months old. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'll be able to save a baby's life. So it was just wonderful. He gave me a surgery date, which would be, I think it was 2 weeks later, the day before Thanksgiving. And then the excitement, I'm like, oh, their family can be so much overjoyed to celebrate that Thanksgiving Day, because that's what Thanksgiving is all about, being thankful. Before I went in, with no fear, I had no fear, even though it was major surgery, no fear, but just knowing that in a few hours, this baby is going to have another lease on life, I was just calm and I was fine. Once I was able to meet baby Jaylee about 4 to 5 months after the surgery, it just taught me life is short, life is precious, life is amazing. So trying to embrace, yourself, embrace, just living and try your hardest to live life to the fullest. And that's what I try to tell my kids and people around me. It's easier to be happy than to be negative, because just be grateful for the blessings that you have, that we're here to talk and breathe and be healthy. My name is Elaine, and I'm a 2-time living organ donor. Register today at onelegacy.org.